Hello everyone, I'm Sanjay Sharma, part of Nepali All Stars, Ashik Lama, my co-owner. I have Humagain as well here. So we are excited and delighted to have Nepal national team here. And thank you, coach, for letting us host you guys for this camp. And I hope you guys enjoying this day and then getting good practice for the actual game. So obviously, these two practice games are part of their World Cup qualified games, and Nepali All Stars along with NRNA USA have brought in a lot of community members to make this camp as well as this event a success. So we'd like to thank NRNA President Khelkud. Thank you so much. And then also want to thank Josh and MLC guys to be part of this group. Liam, Subas, not Andrews, and Basant and Captain Sandeep, thank you so much. So I'll let you guys take over from here. Any questions you have, you can ask these guys directly. And welcome.
The home team, Nepali All Stars, we want to start with Coach Liam. So, how have you prepared for this game against Nepal, and how's the team faced up so far?
Yeah. How's the All Stars set up and all that? That's what I'm doing.
So I've worked with Sanjay and Ashik in Houston Open about a month ago. It's my first sort of introduction into cricket to the USA. The way these guys ran, I guess the franchise team was very professional. So we've got a great relationship, and to be part of this week, it's going to be very special. It's good to see the MLC guys playing for All Stars tomorrow. It's good for them to play against good international opposition, and hopefully the guys can get some runs and put a marker down for the rest of the competition.
So obviously you've had experience playing in the World Cup finals, and so how do you see this game helping Nepal's side ahead of this World Cup qualifier?
How do I see it?
Yeah, how big of a challenge will you put? Do you think you'll put against Nepal?
I think we'll put up a great challenge. The guys have been playing good cricket, played in the Union Cup the last weekend, and also the guys prepped here the week before we played against USA and Scotland. There's only a few of the guys from NLC playing for All Stars, but the guys are in good form, and we're looking to win every game we play. Whether it's me with an NLC cap on or the All Stars cap on, we're trying to win every game we play.
Sure. I'd like to ask one of you, have you had experience of playing in MLC? Now you're playing against the national team, so how do you think you will put up challenge, the challenge you'll put on?
Yeah, so last 2 weeks ago we played against Scotland and USA, so that was like a great experience, and now playing against Nepal, I think we are really excited to play against really good sides, to test our skill as well, so it's really good to play some decent teams and see where we are with our skill as well.
So do you think playing against Nepal will help you prepare for the MLC that's coming up next month?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously we want to play against the best teams we can, and for us Nepal is a really good side, and we are really looking forward to playing against them, and anything that's really good cricket will help our skill as well.
So I want to go to Unmuk. You know how the change in conditions are in South subcontinent and this region. So how do you think Nepal can cope up with these practice matches?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for us as well, and for Nepal as well, to sort of get acclimatized to these situations, conditions. The grounds we are playing on are a little different from the grounds where they're going to play the actual matches, but I think again it's all about getting suited to the conditions, and making sure that they get their A game and they play against the USA and Oman as well. So I think it's a great opportunity for them to come out tomorrow and play the best games possible.
So how much do you know about Nepal as an opponent?
Well, I know a few guys. I know Sandeep for sure, and a couple of guys that played with here and there. But I mean, it will be a great experience for me to also go out and meet a few other guys tomorrow.
So I want to go to Basant. Nepali में भनौं कि बसन्त अब लामो समय चाहिँ नेपाली टिमको अगेन्स्टमै खेलिरहनु भएको थियो हैन, अब चाहिँ सँगै खेलिरहनु भएको थियो, अब चाहिँ अगेन्स्टमा खेल्दै हुन्छ पहिलो पटकसम्म हो त कस्तो भइराछ यो अनुभव चाहिँ अहिले आउँदा चाहिँ?
भन्दा पनि यो त अब म यहाँ बसेर पनि अब गरिसक्छु हैन, क्रिकेटै खेलिरहेको राखेछु। अब एगेन्स्ट भन्दा पनि म चाहिँ के सोच्छु भन्दाखेरि म आफूलाई नेपाल टिमकै पार्ट मान्छु र जहिले पनि अब यहाँ भए पनि म जहिले पनि अब केटाहरूसँगै कुरा गरिरहेको छु नेपाल टिमकै प्लेयरहरूसँग र उनीहरूसँगै अब भनौँ न अब के छ कस्तो छ कसरी गइरहेको टिम राम्रो भइरहेको छ त्यो सब सल्लाह गर्छु कहिले पनि एगेन्स्ट भनेर सोच्दैन खेल्दाखेरि टिम हो उहाँहरू पनि प्र्याक्टिसको लागि हामीसँग म्याच खेल्दै हुन्छ र अभियसली राम्रो टिमसँग म्याच खेल्दै हुन्छ र राम्रो हुन्छ उहाँहरूलाई राम्रो प्र्याक्टिस हुन्छ र मलाई खेल्दाखेरि म एक्साइटेड छु र आज टिमसँगै प्र्याक्टिस गर्दा पनि म एकदम खुसी थिएँ मैले चाहिँ धेरै पछि अब नेपाल टिमसँग प्र्याक्टिससँगै गर्न पाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ अब धेरै एक्साइटेड थिएँ अनि राम्रो पनि भनौँ अब प्रयास गरिरहेको थिएँ राम्रो गरौँ खेलाडीहरूलाई प्र्याक्टिस राम्रो दिउँ अनि प्लस अब गेमको कुरा सोच्ने हो भने अब भोलि अब उहाँहरूले अब कसरी अब खेल्नुहुन्छ अब त्यो चाहिँ पिचको कन्डिसन त्यो सब लागु गरेर अब कसरी अब म्याच जित्ने सबको सोच त्यही हुन्छ हाम्रो पनि त्यही नै हो होइन त्यो बेला चाहिँ अब भोलि चाहिँ राम्रो म्याच हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो
वसन्तलाई मेरो एउटा प्रश्न यो नेपाली टिमबाट लास्ट खेल्नु भएको 3 वर्ष भयो कतिको मिस गर्नुहुन्छ
अभियसली अब कन्ट्री चाहिँ मिस हुन्छ नहुने होइन तर गेम चाहिँ अब जहाँ खेले पनि गेम खेलिरहेको छु अब अस्तिसम्म त यसको लागि खेलिरहेको अहिले यहाँ खेलिरहेको छु र जहाँ खेले पनि राम्रो गर्ने एज अ प्लेयर चाहिँ जुन म्याच पनि खेल्न जान्छु राम्रो गर्छु भन्ने सोच्ने चाहे त्यो लोकल टिम होस् चाहे नेसनल टिम होस् र मिस चाहिँ हुन्छ अभियसली अब कन्ट्रीदेखि खेल्न पाउनु भनेको त्यो हामी सबैको लागि गर्वको कुरा हो र त्यो चाहिँ अभियसली एज अ प्लेयर सबलाई मिस हुन्छ
एउटा एज त भइसकेको छ अहिले पनि कमब्याक गर्छु जस्तो लागेको छ
मलाई लाग्दैन कि एज गर्नु जस्तो त्यो हजुरहरूलाई लागेको
तपाईँ आफू र भनौँ न क्याप्टेन पृथ्वी पनि लामो समय चाहिँ यही अपोनेन्टसँग खेलिरहनु भएको छ होइन तपाईँहरूलाई धेरै कुरा थाहा छ एडभान्टेज हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ कि नेपालको स्ट्रेन्थ र विकनेस चाहिँ तपाईँहरूलाई थाहा छ जुन
त्यो भन्दा पनि उहाँहरू धेरै राम्रो प्लेयर हुनुहुन्छ है उहाँले धेरै राम्रो म्याचेसहरू पनि खेल्नुभयो र मलाई के लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि हामीले चाहिँ अहिले नेपाली टिमलाई राम्रो प्र्याक्टिस पाउने र उहाँहरूलाई पनि राम्रो प्र्याक्टिस पाउने त्यो दुइटै कम्बिनेसन हुँदैछ त्यो भएर चाहिँ राम्रो गेम हुन्छ र जसले जिते पनि आखिरमा लास्टमा सिक्ने भनेको अब जसले राम्रो खेल्छ त्यसैले मात्र जित्छ नि त दुइटैले त जित्दैन तर जित्ने भनेको हामीले प्र्याक्टिस जित्ने हो क्या नेपालले पनि प्र्याक्टिस जित्ने हामीले पनि प्र्याक्टिस जित्ने म पनि अब माइनर लिगमा छु मलाई पनि राम्रो गर्नु छ भनेपछि मैले पनि राम्रो प्र्याक्टिस पाउँछु है प्र्याक्टिसलाई जित्ने म्याच एज अ म्याच हो र त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ आफ्नो कसरी अब प्रुभ गर्न सकिन्छ यो म्याचको अनुसार त्यसरी हो
वसन्त सर मैले एउटा क्वेसन सोध्छु हाम्रो कनिष्क सर पनि हुन्छ होइन तपाईँ पनि हुनुहुन्छ लामो समय नेपाली टिमबाट पनि खेल्नुभएको छ तपाईँहरूले एउटा धेरै जेनेरेसनसँग खेलेको अनुभवले अहिलेको नेपाली राष्ट्रिय टिम जुन बनेको छ यो राष्ट्रिय टिमलाई तपाईँको विचारमा कस्तो खालको पाउनु भएको छ यो राष्ट्रिय टिमको बारेमा थोरै भनिदिनु न नेपाली राष्ट्रिय टिमको बारेमा तपाईँको नजरमा
धेरै राम्रो छ अहिले एकदम युथहरू छन् अनि प्लस एकदम एनर्जेटिक छन् अनि भनौँ उनीहरूको पास स्किल पनि राम्रो छ राम्रो गरिरहेका छन् अब इन्टरनेसनल क्रिकेटमा पनि र आगामी दिनमा अझ त्यो राम्रो म्याचेसहरू खेलेर आफ्नो एक्सपिरियन्स गेन गरेर नेपाललाई अझ माथि बढाउनुहुन्छ जस्तो मलाई विश्वास छ
Coach Pubudu, I'll come to you. So you worked in the USA, you know US cricket inside out. So how do you rate the opposition that we're playing tomorrow?
Of course, that there are big names and it's a good game. For us, I think we were here for about 3-4 days and shaping up slowly, getting used to the conditions, and we had 2 good practice sessions. And tomorrow and Saturday we are looking for 2 good conviction before going into the main game. So I'm sure looking at the names in those teams, we are going to get good conviction and we're going to build up those games into the main game.
We saw 2 players missing the training session today. So does that hamper your plan that you had set up before coming to USA?
No, I think there are
times that we are resting few players. I mean, even today we had like 2 guys resting. It's just like all about for us to be at our best on the 9th of June. So all these things, like it's just a preparation, and it's going through the plan that we had. So everything is in order.
So will we be experimenting with this squad in this practice matches, or are we going to field our strongest 11?
No, I think the experiment time was finished. Like we were the 2 tournaments that we had in Kathmandu. We did all the experiments, and we are settled down with the batting order and the bowling units. It's just that, like if somebody needs a rest, that for him to get better on the final day, in the 9th of June, they might rest. But mainly we are going to play with our full lineups.
Captain Sandeep, you have many familiar faces in the opposition, so will it be easy for you to build some tactics against them coming into the field?
Well, definitely yes. I mean, having some familiar faces and playing with and against all these names, and having all these names, big names in the opponent team is actually a good thing for all of us. Moving forward to the main qualifiers tournament, if you're getting games like these, it's a good thing for us as a preparation part, and this is definitely going to be an exciting one, and all the knowledge I have definitely going to share.
So you trained for 2 days. How do you find the environment, the change in Nepal and USA? Can you have you acclimatized well for the match tomorrow?
Yeah, this is completely opposite climate and the conditions than Nepal. The windy season is going on, I guess, here, or is this normal here, I guess? Pretty normal. But it's a quite challenging thing for all of us. But as a professional player, no excuses. Just go with the flow and just express yourself.
I want to come back to Josh. So you're trying to set up MLC, and this there are a lot of players who will be representing different teams in this practice matches as well. So how do you see these matches building up for the main tournament?
Yeah, I think it's really important for all of our players that are based here in the US. A lot of the guys have been here for 18 months, and this really represents their first opportunity to play some really high quality opposition, and it's fantastic that we could work with the Nepali All-Stars and then with Canada and Oman, with Nepal and Oman as the incoming teams to put some really competitive matches for our players, and that'll hold them in good stead ahead of the minor league season this year. And the more that we can look to do this in the future, it's going to be great for the development of cricket in America, particularly ahead of the Major League Cricket starting next year.
बुद्धिदाले सोध्न चाहेँ एनआरएनए भनौँ न यो नेपालको चाहिँ पहिलो औपचारिक भ्रमण भनिन्छ हैन कुनै पनि राष्ट्रिय टिम चाहिँ पहिलोचोटि अमेरिका आइरहेछ तपाईहरुको तर्फबाट चाहिँ कस्तो किसिमको सहयोग भनौँ न जुन अहिले यो सिरिज भइरहेछ तपाईहरुको भूमिका चाहिँ कस्तो छ अलिकति बताइदिनु
थ्यांक यू हामी त एकदमै योचोटिको पहिलो अपर्च्युनिटी पनि हो र यहाँ सबै सेन्ट्रल लगायत यो क्रिकेट युनाइटेड स्टेट्समा हामी स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छौँ अमेरिका मलाई नेपालको परिचालनसँग क्रिकेट टिम जो आएर म्याच खेल्दै हुन्छ त्यसको लागि उहाँलाई मलाई शुभकामना उहाँको म्याच विन गर्नुहोस् त्यो पनि हामी उहाँलाई शुभकामना दिन चाहन्छौँ र हाम्रो तर्फबाट विभिन्न स्टेटबाट विभिन्न साथीहरूले आएको ठाउँमा उहाँलाई स्वागत गर्ने र सहयोग गर्ने काम
अन्त्यमा सञ्जय दाइमा आउन चाहेन अब मेन फोकस भनौँ न नेपाली अल स्टार्सले जुन एउटा इनिसिएटिभ लिएको छ यो झन्डै 1 हप्ता लामो क्याम्प तपाईहरुले यसमा आर्थिक कसरी गरिरहनु भएको छ र जुन प्लेयरहरु आइरहनु भएको छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ संयोजन कसरी गरिरहनु भएको छ
Obviously, Nepali All-Stars has been doing this for a while now. As a group, we've been doing these tournaments, private tournaments, for our club franchise. So when Coach Pubudil asked us to kind of facilitate this kind of class, we're more than equally clear. It's obviously with Kanishka, Badanda and all that, in that group, who's played for the national team as well as something big. It's kind of an honor for us as well, as a private franchise. So anything that we can facilitate from our end, we're more than happy, right? And that's when we also incorporated NRNA. We're really thankful for that. Obviously, it's not easy and GP in America. So as well as trying to gather the funds to help facilitate this, NRNA has been in great help. And then we also have our own prior sponsors that has helped. Kanishka, Berkel, and all of us have mutually put in some money, just so that the operation for this week goes smoothly. And then once they end up ICC thing for their own World Cup, at least they're well taken care of, right? Our goal, as well as Nepali All-Stars, is also try to create an identity as a Nepalese community, because as in the South Asian bloc, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka have their own identity, but Nepal as a cricketing nation is not known as outside the cricketing circle in the South Asian bloc. So, and even here in America, that's one of the primary reasons to name this franchise Nepali All-Stars. That's who we are. Right? And we want to keep that going. We have people buses that are already big for us, and we also want to bring in some other guys, maybe one at a time, right? Just to have the group get used to the system, right? Showcase the talent, and obviously we also in partnership with Embassy. A lot of these guys already played for us, will be big for us, and someone like Liam kind of mentor this group going forward. It's a massive help for us. So anything from us, our main perspective is cricketing perspective, right? So anything that we can help cricket grow in America, as well as to groom a little bit a few guys from Nepal, as well as the other players, that's just a win-win situation for us. So thank you, Coach, for allowing us to host you guys and trying to make this most pleasant day for you guys.
One last question. So do you think we can see Nepali All-Star as they are playing against national team? So do you think we can see them in maybe sometime soon in Major League Cricket as well?
And that's the plan. That's the plan. So obviously it's baby steps right now, right? But behind everything, there's just not me or Ashik. There's a big group behind us, right? Kanishka is already here, right? Puts up a really big factor for Hamro, right? So all these guys are basically the moving chain behind this franchise. And the goal is, as I said, one step at a time, but that's the goal, right? So hopefully we'll be able to see Nepali All-Stars in the major league structure, as well as the minor league structure in the future. So keep the hopes high, and then we'll work hard. So that's the goal.
So which team will we be rooting tomorrow?
Which team?
Yeah.
That's a conflict, right? That's a very, as Basan said, let's just see as a practice game, whoever wins gets trophies. That's why there's 2 trophies. So yeah, may the best team win. So. Want you to share.